We are Reachback, and this is Moth TV.
Hey guys, we're here for Hit the Floor special. We're here with Reachback, and today we're going to be talking about the moth from its invention in the early 60s all the way to its advancement through the new millennium. Now we're here with Ruby from Reachback, who's the resident moth expert, I believe. I believe the invention of moth was quite a big kind of point in your life. I mean, had a lot of impact on your career and where you are today.
Yeah, I mean, since I was a baby, moths has inspired me quite a lot. I found a moth once when I was camping, and I kept it in a jar, and I don't know, it just gave me it made me want to do music. I don't know what it was, whether it was the wings, the eyes. I mean, I'm not sure, but they have really inspired me and inspired us as a band to go forward, you know.
What can you tell us about a moth's vision?
They have binocular vision, 20/20 vision as well.
They make good pilots.
They do make really good pilots. That's why they fly. They also have 7 eyes. I don't know if you actually do. They have 2 on the front.
2.
I don't know how many have in the rear. There's some in the rear, so they can see where they for parking.
They can see where they poo.
That's what they use it for. But apart from that, it's really it's a very untouched subject. It's very niche. I struggle to get funding because people obviously like the moth's eye. Why do you want to investigate that? But I think it's worthwhile. Some of the biggest medicinal breakthroughs have come from studying the moth eye. So I think it's really important that our society really push forward to investigate it some more.
From the early days of the moth, obviously the moth started out quite simple with just a simple head and 1 wing, and now we get to the more modern moth, which has a bit of colour, bit of
tattoos,
a bit of flavour, bit of je ne sais quoi. The thing is,
French moth now.
we've seen the moth go through a lot of changes, but where are we going to see the moth, say, in the next 10 years? Where are you seeing the moth?
Driving cars, yeah. I think, I don't know if it's true, but I heard that Red Bull gave the moths its wings originally. I don't know if that's true. I heard it on the internet.
I think it is.
It must be true then.
It is true.
I typed it into Google and that's what came up. Yeah. So.
Interesting. I mean, there has been a recent discovery of a moth which does have a wheel.
a wheel
A wheel.
instead of
Yeah. No, instead of the feet, it's got a single wheel and 2 wings.
1 wheel.
Yeah?
So it's a unimoth.
A unimoth. What's your thought on the unimoth?
Well, I thought it was taking part in the Olympics.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a mothathon.
Yeah.
The moth marathon and old wheelies, in it.
A mothathon.
A mothathon, yeah. Say that with a lip.
A mothathon. A mothathon.
A mothathon. Yeah, he's in the Olympics, isn't he?
Yeah.
Old wheelie.
Old wheelie.
It's a moth.
Oh, there's a moth. There's a moth. You got it. You got it. Set it free. Set it free. Now, obviously, we all appreciate different moths. I'm a big fan of the moth Hagus libum, which is Latin for fly, and I'm a big fan of the green Amazon moth, known as the curry. The curry moth. Huge wingspan. Now, this is another subject in itself. The wingspan of the moth has gone from being over 7 foot to now nearly only 7 millimeters. I mean, are we going to be seeing wingless moths, or is wingless moths where we're going in the future?
Wingless moths.
Wingless moths?
Maybe. Will they have legs to walk?
Yeah.
And a 1 wheel. It's like a hybrid moth.
Yeah, hybrid moth.
I heard that Chitty Chitty Bang Bang had inspired moths.
Okay.
So what they was going to do, when they lost their wings, they would attach Chitty's wings
Oh, right, okay.
so that they could like take a little part of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang's wings.
Okay, well, we heard recently from Party God Andrew WK that you could punch a moth to death and it would bounce back. What do you think, what quality has a moth got that brings it back from an intense pummeling?
Clearly he has special powers, and I mean, powers to party on, you know, like especially with Andrew WK. So I think that's the moth has evolved for.
It just shows why we really love moths.
Yeah.
You know?
Get a party moth
It could be a party moth, yeah.
with a bleeding nose.
Does it,
Do they have no?
well, here's another question. Does a moth bleed?
Well,
Has anyone
that's,
ever seen moth blood?
you know what? That's one I can't answer. I've never seen moth blood.
Broken leg.
What's that, you saw a moth with a broken leg?
Well, I didn't see it, but someone told me about it. Yeah, I heard about that. There was a big sort of fundraising thing for it, just to try and, because apparently it lost its shoe as well, so it went from bad to worse. It was, especially for the moth.
The thing about a moth is obviously we've heard it's had a broken leg. You know, we don't know whether it bleeds.
It's just one.
It's just it's a freak accident. Okay.
Moth eye.
Can a moth, for example, get a headache or piles?
Oh, I've met a piled moth.
A piled moth?
Yeah, I mean, he was asking me if I knew what this was on his the bottom area, and
It's Motham.
his motham. He was asking me what was on his motham, and it was piles.
Okay, brilliant. So the big question now is, obviously, moths are slowly taking over the earth. And butterflies seem to be on the decrease. So what is it about the moth which is making it stand tall where the butterfly is falling down? What do you think?
I haven't.
Moth is
Moth
God.
is God?
Moth is God.
Mod.
Moth is God, and moths are the way forward. I mean, it's a shame that butterflies are beautiful creatures, but they're like so last year, aren't they?
I mean, there's been a bit of controversy in the papers. I don't know if you read this, but they're considering putting a silent 9 into the word moth. So it's M-O-9-T-H. Still be said the same, but it would have a 9 in. I mean, is this going to affect the moth? No, it's a silent 9. Is this going to affect the moth's personality in
They're going to be really angry about this.
Yeah.
I mean, people are ruining their name, aren't they? Like
Yeah.
the moth. I mean, it's just moth. There's no 9.
Anarchy.
Yeah.
Moth anarchy.
I mean, the Daily Mail quoted it as sickening. I mean, what do you think of that?
It's on a par with having a hyphen, in my opinion. I just think it's flash. I think they should leave it as it is. It's lasted all these years like that. It didn't need to be interfered with. This is the problem with the world today. Everything gets interfered with. Leave it as its own, the way it's intended to be.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I can't even talk about it anymore.
Right, so to sum up, guys, the Mothumentary, I want everyone to give your favourite moth memory. What's your favourite moth memory? Or your favourite moth fact, whichever you want.
Shall I go? Yeah. No, mine was when I took him. I used to take him out for a walk on a little moth lead.
A mead. Yeah.
Like a mead. I took him out on a moth walk on a mead round the meadows.
Yeah.
I've got no more M's.
Sounds beautiful.
Moth walking.
You thought about your memory yet?
No.
There's too many. There's too many.
So
How about you? What's your favourite memory?
He recently just lost a moth.
Oh, you lost a moth.
He's a bit touchy about this situation. Mine was the first day I discovered these magical creatures, and it was my 3rd birthday. I kept it, put it in a jar, and I've still got him. Still living strong.
That's lovely. That's lovely.
sea monkey. It's like a sea monkey.
He is.
How about your favourite moth memory?
One time, a moth ate my clothes.
Oh.
So
That's really
my only memory, and it wasn't very happy, but it was.
Good
it
moth
just
memory. How about yourself?
What's that?
Favourite moth memory?
A mummery.
Memory.
Favourite moffery. You're making a mockery of my moffery. Probably the time. I mean, it was a funny time actually. I must have been 9 at the time. I was silent 9, and I was indoors, and my mum had left the window open because it was a hot Sunday afternoon while she was cooking the dinner. And this moth flew in, and we literally spent, it must have been 12 to 14 minutes trying to catch this moth. I'll tell you, it was such a good time. And then it flew out, and we never saw it again. But I like to think sometimes that he's still there, you know, just flying around in my front room. So
I mean,
I'll have you there.
I mean, we can't finish on a better summary than that. So, from Hit the Floor magazine and Reachback, this has been the Mothumentary. We'd like to say thank you to the Natural History Museum for the archive footage that we have used. Big thanks to Hevy Festival for supplying 17 moths for the dressing room. And I would just like to say to take care of yourself and the moths.
Help a moth.
Help a moth.
Help a moth.
Thank you very much, guys.
Moth month.
Moth.
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 Moth.